You're here because you're probably saying, I'm new, I'm thinking about being a vendor, what do I do? Well, thank you for coming. This is Valerie. I'm with the Facebook Online Mall. If you're watching the video, that means that you're interested in joining the mall. So thank you. Our goal is to make money, and we want to have a lot of fun doing it. We're looking for vendors who are going to be actively participating in the group. We're not saying give us your whole life. We're saying that you need to just be looking at it, updating it. One of the things that you can do is make it easier for you to update or to check and see what's going on. I like to add them to my favorites. So what you can do is when you go to the mall, you can go to this little gearbox thingy right here. If you click that, you can select add to favorites. This is also another way where you can go and leave the group too later on if you decide that this isn't for you. Because it isn't for everybody. I totally understand that. Okay. I do want to point out that we have the Facebook Online Mall right here, and then that has a little globe icon. And then we have the back office, which has the Go Us symbol. Well, to get started, you want to go ahead and see if there's another vendor in there already with your name. So what you do is you go to the back office, in the file section, and you want to go to how do I know if there's a vendor already? Click that. Click this lovely link. And then we have a list of all the vendors, okay? One of the things that you can do is you can do edit, go find, and you can look for your company. I'm with Intimate Expressions, so Intimate, oh, that's enough. Find. It probably would help if I had spelled it correctly. Alright, and see, there you go. It went ahead and found it. But if I do it incorrectly, it's going to say no matching. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you put it in, you spell correct, or spell check. If you decide that your position has been filled, what you can do is you can comment in this section by saying, hey, you'd like to be the next in line for this one. Because on that, we do have a list of our backups. Okay, so back onto it. I'm going to go ahead and go through the guidelines with you a little bit. Hopefully it'll make things easier for you. Oh, we were just there, just kidding. Okay. Here we go, blah, blah, blah. There's a $3 fee. That cost is basically to cover promotions. There is only one member per company. So that's why you have to make sure, be diligent in checking that list, make sure. You want to make sure that you are part of both groups. I'm asking for you guys to send me a friend request and then your team leader as well. You can't have more than 3 companies in this group. And to let you know, that $3 fee, so say for example, you're with Tupperware, Intimate Expressions, and Avon. That means that you have to pay that $3 fee 3 times. That also means that over here in the bottom, we have it where part of being a part of the mall is that you need to invite at least 20 clients to the mall. And that means that you pretty much, you call them up and say, hey, I'm doing this online mall, can I add you? And you go ahead and do that. A lot of people, they don't really care. I am asking for everybody to be USA based. We'll be having a vendor of the week. I'll explain that in a little bit. We're adults, so if you have problems with someone, go ahead and contact your team leader. Let me go over the directory real quick. I'm gonna alright, so if main page, once we launch, we don't know what this is going to look like, okay? So what you're going to have to do is just go to the files. We'll have all these different directories right there, okay? So we're going to pretend that we're Home Goods. And if you had something, like pretend like you're Avon and wanted to write in there, all you do would press edit and type away whatever you needed to. And that's what it's saying. And then for the next thing, it talks about how we advertise. That means that if you have a special promotion, oh, this is actually not correct. So as team leader, you'll have to go through, and I'll do those later. Let me go back and I'll show you mine. I'm not trying to be vain, I'm just trying to show, because mine's a good example of how to explain how to do things. It's just my fallback. So what I did was I had a picture. You don't have to have a picture, but it has to be actually something special that's going on. And then when you advertise, you do need to put an expiration date on it. That way when team leaders, they're going through cleaning, they know when to delete that by. One of the other things that you can do to advertise, go to the Facebook Mall. You can create a photo album. There you go. We have all these different ones over here. I'll do for Tails Only. She's got information and she's got a couple different photos. Now, once we do get going, after we launch, you're not going to be able to make an album because this whole page, it's going to be admin only. So that means that only admins are going to be able to make regular posts. So you will have to contact your team leader or someone where they can make you an admin so you can go ahead and make your post as you need to. That's another reason why we won't be advertising on the main page. Is one of the things that we'll probably be doing is if you are the vendor of the week, then only the vendors of the week will be able to do posts like this. Okay? Let's see what's next. I think I pretty much went over a lot of things. One of the other things that we have on here, it's our fan page training. The reason why it's here, it's so we have a better way to access it later on. And how it works is you just go ahead and go through and you like them. See, that's a big pain. And I'll show you how to go ahead and do. That one's already liked. Let me show you how to do a link like this. What you do is you do the @ symbol, and then you go Intimate Cash, and so you go find it. If you're on a mobile phone, you just go ahead, I think you just type in the name, you don't use the @ symbol. But so then yeah, you just go ahead and press enter and you're good. One of the other things that we have is we have our Facebook Mall family discount. This is totally optional, you don't have to do it. But like for example, I'm offering 50% off your order if you decide to order something from me. It's because as vendors, we're all trying to work hard. We're all low on cash. So just maybe a little incentive. And the thing is, you may not be getting the money for it. However, you probably get like the bonuses and stuff like that if you have so many sales. It's just an option if you want to do that. You don't have to do it though. Let's see, anything else? Blah, blah, blah. You get the general picture of what's going on. If you decide that you can stomach what's going on, then all you have to do is go back to these guidelines, and right over here is our application. Go ahead and fill it out, and you press submit. And then you do want to go ahead and go back to this to make sure that whatever you put, it did go through. Reason being is because I have no way to really monitor all the different people that decide that they want to look at the mall. So if, for example, you may have just came in here and decided, okay, this isn't for me, and you just shut it out the window, but I'm over here don't know if you decided to join the group. So this is the only way that we have to really monitor of which companies we have on board. So what you do is you go ahead and figure out, you send in your application, and then you have the 3 days from here. If you don't have any payment or anything like that, then that means that you have not decided to fully go through with the agreements. You're not an active member just yet, so that means that that position can still be taken. It's just 3 days from when you send in that application, though. Let's see. I think we're pretty much all set. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for checking out the Facebook Mall.